Hello. All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Did some stream edits over the weekend. Come to the layout. Trying it out. I think it's a little bit cleaner looking. Well, first of all, I hope everyone had a great weekend. I know in LA it's just been overcast the whole time. It's still overcast today. And it's been cozy because of that. Sometimes when you live in a sunny state, you kind of look forward to the gloomy days. But pretty much just stayed inside and drew the whole time. Did I do anything for May the 4th or Cinco de Mayo? Honestly, I didn't do it. I think I even texted you, Tymo, and I was like, oh, Cinco de Mayo, make some margs. Never went to the store. I was so unprepared. What's up, Sturl? Using the cozy emote. That's exactly me over the weekend. Did a lot of drawing. I actually took the character that we drew, I'll show it later, little Sippy, and I kind of like kept drawing it because I wanted to finalize her a little bit more. And so I still kind of want to finalize it, but I got a lot further with that. So yeah, Sippy is so cute. I'm very very pumped to make a new character on stream because it's just a fun thing in general. So yeah, like I was kind of mentioning it before, but I sort of switched up the layout. It kind of like, now I'm just not going to switch between layouts when I need to go to Photoshop. All I have to do is click this button. I know it doesn't look like we're in Photoshop, but we are. So I can flip between them really easily. And then the other side of it is I'm going to kind of tease it. I might stream over the weekend, just gaming, maybe a late night stream. I kind of just want to do some games on stream just to record it. So could be a possibility. I exculpate that you've not made the stream worse, but better. I can't get my head around that word. Yeah, so the word of the day is exculpate, and I'll work on getting the description on screen, but in the meantime, I'll just read it out. For anyone who doesn't know what, sorry, spoilers, it was on the screen. I honestly, when I started the stream, I forgot to turn that off. But yeah. On X, you asked what kind of games. Honestly, I've been really into this like Pokemon challenge of Fire Red, Leaf Green. It's called Kaizo Ironmon, and it's where you beat the game with one Pokemon, and you're only allowed to face trainers. And there's like a whole bunch of rules about it, and it's super randomized. It's just fun. It kind of has that like RNG side to it. Everything's just kind of like a gamble, and you never know what it is. But I think it's fun. I have a blast. I've played a little bit of it, but I want to like do it on stream because that feels like the official way of doing it. And then whenever a Pokemon kind of makes it far, because I'll die a lot. It's like a Roguemon. But whenever like a Pokemon makes it far, I then want to draw it like on stream and draw whatever that Pokemon is, because like you can have like a Charizard that has like Bubble Beam, like all the moves are randomized. So it's just fun. So I'm debating doing that. But yeah, oh yeah, actually Linkoy, that's a great question. What games would you want to see? Because I'm down to game. I just like, I want to save those for the weekend though, because definitely drawing is the priority. But something I want to do. I also just want to get more stream hours in, to just find more people, and maybe people like the gaming side of it. But regardless, drawing streams for sure. Oh, and to clear from alleged fault or guilt. Yeah, I never read the word. Thank you, Tymo. So their official definition is to exculpate someone is to prove that they are not guilty of doing something wrong. Immediately my head goes to like a lawyer, like proving something wrong. But the interesting thing is, if this is your first time on a Luck of the Draw stream, is we roll the 20-sided dice, which relates to these characters, and we'll see what happens. We don't know. Although if I roll a 14, I'm re-rolling. If anyone didn't watch the last stream, I rolled a 14, and then I did it again on the next stream, and I rolled a 14, which is Blue Cat and Chugs. Probably the best outcome I could get, but I want to draw other things. Yeah. Oh, you thought it might be board games? I mean, don't get me wrong. I love board games and I love card games. But just because it's digital, I was gonna make it what was I gonna say? Like a digital game. I'm just using an emulator. Roll with advantage. Yeah, what do I have guidance? Maybe I'll pull out the other dice. Actually, that's a great idea. I should pull out like a D. If I roll a 14, I'll get a second dice, a D6, like a classic dice, and just roll it. Lo-fi gives barbaric or bardic. I don't know why I said barbaric. Bardic inspiration. Yeah, look, two Taimo and Jeej. Okay, I have bardic inspiration, which is 4, a 1 through 4. Correct me if I'm wrong. We'll see. We're gonna do the base roll first. I kind of have all those on screen. Oh, they all fit. I like kind of changed up the camera. I mean, they barely fit, but they all fit. A D4. Okay, so if I roll 14, we're busting out a D4. And I want to know if is that plus or minus? I guess it has to be plus. Give you a tinderbox. Yeah, I don't know if that helps. It might. All right. So it's funny. You guys can't see my setup, but it's like to roll, I have to like avoid everything. We rolled a nat 20, first nat 20 of the stream, which is great because it's like a bunch of characters. It's like the main cast. Let's go, nat 20. Okay, cool. I was waiting for when the first nat 20 would be. So funny. It happened so fast. Hell yeah, look at that. All right, so we rolled a 20, and we're gonna do Blue Cat, Chugs, Joe, and Artie. You can see how I picked the dice. Yeah, right. It's just got luck to it. It's funny that you say that, Link, because I had another dice, and I used to do this thing every day where I'd just wake up and roll the dice, and like it didn't really mean anything. But if I got like a higher number, I was like, okay, it's gonna be a good day. And I had this other dice that's like way more decorative than this one. And I just kept rolling the lowest numbers. And then I went back to this dice and I like kept rolling the highest numbers. So it's a lucky dice. It's my favorite one. It's gold. It's like very easy to read the numbers. It's a no nonsense dice. Sam, that's everything? Yeah, exactly. Cool. So we have to draw Blue Cat, Chugs, Joe, and Artie. With the theme of exculpate. So like I feel like someone needs to be framing someone, and they get proven wrong. This might be the first time I add like a text bubble saying something in the cartoon. You always roll bad, but behind a DM screen, it's always 20s. The secrets are out. Chugs is a judge. Okay. I do like that because I can already see Chugs in like, I'm going to give him the wig and everything and the gavel. Blue and Joe. Alrighty. Took me a second to realize that that's attorneys. And Artie is in the witness seat. Yeah, it needs to be like Blue Cat like pointing at Artie. I'm like, I feel like who is more trying to accuse Artie of doing something? Blue or Joe. Because like we can start sketching the idea, like the rough idea. So we have, let's say we have Chugs right here. This is gonna be a whole scene. But that's kind of the point of the D20 of rolling all the characters. Is that like it creates more of a scene rather than last week where it was more of like a sticker graphic. Also, welcome in, JL. Happy to see you here. Or Joe and Artie are counsel and Blue Cat is on trial for something dumb. Yeah, I'm like, what would... Well, first things first, I gotta draw Chugs. So I'm like, to be honest, I don't quite know what those wigs look like now that I'm trying to draw it. But then he needs some sort of suit, which will be this. And he'll be behind a desk, so we're gonna cut him off. And then he's gonna say, he's gonna have his like gavel. And even though Chugs really, maybe we'll just write some gibberish, but like, I want him to be like, not guilty. On trial for trying to flavor Chugs. Turn them into strawberry milk. And then, of course, he needs, like, with the gavel, Taimo, you might know. Is there a name for the thing that the gavel hits? Like, the little, like, puck, I guess? Riz on trial for drawing Chugs. Yeah. No, I'm on trial. Yeah. Also, what's up, Riz? Welcome in. Or making him skim. Don't mess with him. Gavel pad? Okay. I think it's like... No cool legal name. Dang. We'll have to make one up. And he'll be saying, like... I know Chugs doesn't talk, but... He'll be like, not guilty. Disc of Judgment. Yes, I like that, actually. Disc of Judgment. I do need to, like, get a reference photo. I'm not gonna lie here. Of, like, a courtroom. I just need a little, right? Since we're drawing a scene, I just need to like look at something. Yeah, this one works. Okay. You can't handle the truth. I wonder what oh, right. You're so right. There needs to be like a seal right here. And I don't know if we want to put flags. But yeah, then there'd be like oh wait, no, the seal would be behind him. Okay. Yeah, wait, it's just a seal. Judge Chugs. Okay, he can be in the corner because then I want to have like, you know, then it goes to the second layer. I'm just like roughly sketching this because Han Chug. What do you think of the scythe? I briefly played it, but not fully. I don't even know if I've heard of that. I'm guessing that's a game. The flags would be behind on the other side. Yeah, like there'd be one there. Isn't there one on both sides? Haven't been to court. The amount of pressure? Oh yeah. No, I put a lot of pressure down. That's like that's why when I draw with these, I have to have the thick line weight. That's like basically how my line weight was established, was because I put so much pressure down. But this is my rough sketch where I'm just trying to get the idea out, you know. Okay, and then Blue Cat will be right here, and he'll be all happy. He's gonna have glossy eyes because he's not guilty. And he's all like starry-eyed because of Chugs. This is the inside art talk I'm here for, exactly. 2 flags is too many. Okay, Jeej. I think I'll just keep this one then, on that side. Okay, we'll give him a chair. Alright, the problem is I'm like drawing, I gotta draw. So I guess technically the drawing shouldn't end here. Okay, actually Joe is gonna be the one that's like typing everything. The transcript. And it's gonna be on a typewriter. So Joe's right here. I feel like it's gotta be professional Joe. So the hair's like more put up. And then Joe's gonna have like the half glasses. Okay, that didn't quite work. We'll work on that. We'll work on that. On the making the glasses not look like they're a part of the eyes. It's gonna have scribbles. Okay, so what if Artie is like down on his... Yes, thank you. That's exactly what it is. Thank you, Tymo. The stenographer. Is that what they're called? I had no idea. Man, I'm so... yeah. Too many or too many? Both. 2 is too many. Also slightly crossed. Yeah, she has to be like focused on what she's typing. And then... Yeah, Artie will be down here on his knees, like banging on the floor. Yelling, because he was trying to catch Blue Cat in the act of something, and then I guess this arm will be... like tears coming out. I also want Artie in like a suit. Okay, so if this is roughly the image. Alright, so it's like we're gonna have to move stuff around, but that's like essentially it. And so if that went to the ground, and then same thing with this side. And then he just has like a puddle of tears. Okay, Artie's gonna be the hardest one to draw. I might also make him just like laying on the ground, like the dead emote, but X's over his eyes. Yeah, just passed out Artie. Like, he tried his best. Okay, I like this. I like where this got. And then we'll need like the accents on the wood panels. Just thinking about the background a little bit. Because this drawing, it's a nat 20, so that, you know, nat 20 days, I guess, are longer streams. But this might take a sec. It's like I want to get it right, and then we're going to make it digital. Oh, yeah. Jeej, you'll be the first one to the offhand doodle. And I'm realizing it might not be worth that many coins, but we're testing it out. Can the seal Cooltopia just be Wishfish? Yeah, he'll have like a beard. He'll be like inside of it. No, we definitely need the seal needs to be redone. So, shoot, where is it? Cool, this is it. I have a square maker. I'm debating if I get a new sheet of paper. Yeah, I like how this scene doesn't explain the crime. Exactly, he's just not guilty. And then it begs the question, what was Artie trying to like accuse him of? Yeah, I'm realizing I need to have extra sheets of paper. Already torn. Yeah, Stubby. As I was saying, or as I was writing it, I was like, this is a mouthful. Judge Chugs, Judge Chugs, Judge Chugs. Judge Chugs. Okay. I'm gonna have this drawing kind of like in my view. So, and then this will be the new paper, and then let's draw a square. Ooh, there we go. Cool. And that's how I like to draw squares. Cool. Judge. Okay, so now that we know, I think I might bust out a ruler too. This drawing is getting the full treatment. And you guys are really seeing like how I make a drawing come to life, like a full drawing. Kind of giving myself different lines to work off of. just as kind of like a guidance. Alright, it won't be flush to the top, and it might be a little off. Definitely the top, but it's good enough. A lot of this we will fix in digital anyways. And actually, might do it this way. Cool. It's not perfect, but it'll work. When you're doing conversion to digital, do you keep the canvas 1:1 with the size of the physical? No. Sometimes it works out, but I'll scan it, and I scan at 600 DPI because I just want like the most out of it, and then pull it into the like canvas that I have in Photoshop, where I have it at like, I think I have it at like 4K essentially, because I just want the cleanest lines and everything, and I'll just like take the image and scale it up, and we'll get into that, and you'll probably see it when I do it, but it's nice. And then I go in and like take the characters and move them where I actually want them, and then I do the trace, color, highlights, and shadows. It's kind of like the way I go about it. Also, I'm testing out having the window open for the first time on this stream, because I think it looks nice having actual like real light coming in. Before it was like pitch black in here except for studio lights. But what that means is there is like a little bit of a shadow, so I hope that looks fine. Oh no, where's my sharpener? Hey Geej, I know you're watching. Is my sharpener out there? I need to sharpen this dull pencil. Yes? Okay. All right. What do you use to draw digitally? I use a Wacom Cintiq, and it's awesome. I definitely like. I always say it on stream. It's like, if you're ready to take that next step with digital illustration, that's when you get a Cintiq. But if you're just starting out and want to like test the waters, if you like digital drawing, I always recommend just using an iPad with Procreate, because it's awesome. And I use Photoshop, and there are other like digital softwares that are free that you don't, and that honestly are probably better than Photoshop from a drawing standpoint, but I just love Photoshop. Sharpener reveal, yeah, I will always I basically will always promote this sharpener because I love it. It's like you get to dial in what size you want the sharpen to be, and it just works so well. You know when sharpeners don't work well and it like the lead comes out and it's just like a whole mess? Like this one is so good. I have 3 of them. It also comes in Blue Cat Blue. I just don't know where that one went, but it's somewhere. I'm definitely on the just starting out group. Yeah, it's like, and when I started, I had one of those little tablets that does not have a screen on it. This is if you want to use your computer. I highly recommend this because it's the cheapest option. It's actually cheaper than an iPad, but it's like one of those tablets where you're drawing down here but looking at the screen, and it feels foreign at first, but you really get used to it. I highly recommend it if you do want to use your computer to get started with drawing. So yeah, little tidbits. Time, it's the fanciest sharpener you've ever seen. It's a nice one. It's actually very cheap. It's like $2 or $3 on Amazon. I'll just flash it one more time. Just look up that brand. It's from Japan, of course. They just have so many good like drawing utensils. Okay, so back to the drawing in case no one knows. This is what we're trying to draw again. And it's in a good spot. So that there. The seal. Tymo sent me a sketch of the seal. For the seal. I should probably... Okay, so I also need like a circle. Oh man, I was trying to make... One sec. So like, I'm going to resharpen. So it's like, I'm trying to make it more of a 1. So I'm going to go that way. And then like, you basically like a rotary phone. It's go like all the way around. Okay. Let's get started here. So we have... basically trying to define where the floor is. So I've already... This time I need to lightly sketch. As Riz pointed out, I'm very heavy-handed with sketching. So if Artie is down here, he's just sort of like a lump on the ground. I'm just thinking about the shapes here. Okay, and then I feel like the actual floor... Maybe it's a little further down. Is right there. And then I just love using a ruler for things. And using like the width of the ruler for guidelines. Okay. This is gonna be the hard part. Because I want it to look symmetrical. I think that's why I'm putting so much like guidelines into this. And then don't know if it's worth going in. So yeah, those are some of the guidelines. And then let's see. I guess I want all of the half lines here. Okay, I'm going a little crazy. Because like this is where Blue Cat will be right there. Joe will be right there. Okay, and then kind of like you basically just... I'm just gonna go a little bit further down here. And then kind of like draw some lines. We're trying to get that like kind of, it has that like notch. That's what I'm trying to do at least. And that will go down to there. Down to there. And then we need the actual countertop. So we're basically just gonna trace a little bit here. Am I on stream? Or I'm on in focus, I mean. Be another line right there. That kind of creates the illusion a little bit. When we add shadows, it'll definitely look a lot better. But then it needs to mimic on the ground, which this will kind of get in the way of Artie, but kind of have to mimic the line, the angled line you drew there, here. And then this is why I love drawing all the lines, because then I get to just trace them. Okay. I'm gonna draw this line as light as possible because it's essentially gonna get erased. I like to just see it. Cool. Yeah, now I'm trying to make the environment first before drawing the characters. And then Chugs. It's almost like we'll go in like this and then up again. And then that'll go up. And then Judge Chugs on his throne of authority will be up here. Okay. And because of perspective, where he's at is essentially just a line, like it doesn't have any angles to it. Just the slightest little bit. Okay. So, because this drawing, like how I drew Blue Cat and Joe's head, they're a little big. So it's like I need to shrink them down a little bit. And if it's too small, then I'll scale it up in the drawing, in the digital drawing. Okay, so I'm gonna get rid of some of these lines that we don't really need anymore. Get rid of these lines. I'm just gonna get rid of their heads too, because I'm gonna need to redraw those. Okay, I think that's all lines. All right, and I think I'm gonna extend these lines down a little bit. Oh yeah, send that down. Oh, I'm trying to connect it there. It's not exactly the correct, but it's a nice thing about drawing cartoons is you get to kind of stretch perspective a little bit. Okay, and then I think all I really need is to like add a third layer of this right here. I kind of go like cool. And to kind of help better understand perspective here, I was gonna kind of add some shading. Yeah, perfect. kind of looks a little bit more perspective. I just don't want to color the whole thing yet. So, okay, now that we have this is the rough judge area. Okay. Let's see here. So Joe has a typewriter. Kind of be like right there. Let's have the roll. Okay. Seeing it come together is satisfying, and it's like you're just like piecing it together. And I love starting with the background because that really brings the structure. And then I start like Artie's probably next as well. It's like I start from the top and then I go backwards so that like when things overlap, I'm starting with the top layer first. Okay, so Blue Cat and Joe might be getting cut off just a tiny bit. I really want to get those glasses right on Joe. And I sort of don't want, I just want her to have the most like blank face, like no smile or anything. And then okay, we're gonna keep going with it. It's good. Okay, so Joe's over there typing away. And then kind of wanted to take the script and like, I'm not going to write anything, but just to put something on the page. And maybe like some like tick noises, tick, tick, tick. All right, she's looking very cross-eyed. Almost too cross-eyed. I might completely change up what I had for Joe wearing glasses. Instead of like the half lenses, I might make them full. But we'll do that in digital. Okay, so now I'm gonna draw Blue Cat and then I'll draw Artie. Chugs is gonna be the tough one. I need to like look up like there we go. I needed a reference of one of those wigs. That's a great reference. Okay, perfect. Okay, Blue Cat time, and he's just so excited to not be guilty of all of his crimes against the Milk Chug. Do I want him with his A, like in his shirt? No. They all need to fit the theme. Blue Cat needs to be wearing like a collared shirt or something, or like at least a tie. Just like that. He's all like super excited. And then Artie, this one's gonna be the hard one to draw actually. Artie and Chugs. Okay, let's see. So first, let's draw. Artie, and he needs to be hysterically crying. He was really trying to get Blue Cat in trouble here, but he failed. Okay, that hand is way too big, but we'll fix that later. This tie is like on the floor. You think you're definitely gonna make it to 20k this stream? You'll be the first one to redeem it. Let's see. Maybe he's just throwing a full-on temper tantrum. I kind of liked the idea of him, like... I realized I shouldn't have, because now I have to erase through what a drawing I already did. Can I request what you draw? Yeah, you have to. You have to draw. Forget if I put a clause in there, it's like I won't draw people, but... You're the first one, so... Oh. Not really the best at drawing Artie like this. Yeah, like that, and then he's got a belly. Alright, and then let's just kind of draw the rest of them. So he'll have that, he'll have like a tucked in shirt. It's got that on the back. Yeah, Artie's gonna need some help when we go digital. Okay. And then I guess his other leg would be right there. And then we'll kind of like draw his other foot. Yeah. Artie's such a sore loser. Yeah, I think I'm gonna real quick. This is another thing I'll do if I really don't like how it turned out. Like he's almost there. But now I'm like, he could be like on his knees, like going up, like, ah, like crying like that. I think that would be more successful. You gotta get back to work. Hey, thanks for coming out, Riz. I always love seeing you in chat. But yeah, streams will always be happening every week. I really look forward to Luck of the Draw the most. I just love the randomness of it. Okay, so now we're gonna try to redraw Artie over here. So if he's on his knees. Yeah, that leg would go back there, and then this leg will... there, and he's like sitting on. So okay, and then he's got like a belt on, tucked in shirt. And all of his arms up. And he'll have sweat stains. Oh. Okay, this is turning out good. I really just want like the kind of basic. I guess his hands would be like that. Okay, cool. That'll work. That's still rough, but that'll look I like this more than this, and he'll like kind of fill up the screen more. There's a chance I take all of this and like kind of like squish it in more. Cool. Yeah, that already's better, but we have two options. Okay, let's see here. Let me take a sip of coffee. Any other coffee enjoyers in chat? If it's morning your time. So good. You forgot one today? Yeah, definitely on streaming days I don't forget. I'm like, I need my coffee. I should do a coffee stream. I been really practicing on my latte art, which like latte art is really, really tough. And it has been such a journey to try to learn. Like I actually this morning I did a latte art, just a leaf, you know, like the basic leaf that you get. Did it for Jeej. And that was sorry, I lost my train of thought here because my cat is trying to get in the door. Scratching at the door. I did a latte art this morning and it was like perfect for the first time. And then like I want to work my way up where I understand how to do the leaf just like so well 100% of the time, and then I want to start drawing pictures on top of the latte art. It's literally the inspiration behind why Blue Cat does latte art, is because I love it. So nice to watch you draw while I'm also drawing. Jessica, what's up? Yeah, that's what are you drawing? What are you drawing, out of curiosity? I forgot to even mention I love when people draw also the same thing, although today's a little bit tough because we rolled a d20 or nat 20, and so I gotta draw all the characters, but only if you stream it, Jeej. Yeah, Jeej, you gotta make the lasagna on stream. We'll get Merv here. He loves your lasagna. Okay, so now Judge Jugs. First, I'm gonna like roughly draw the circle that should be the seal that should be behind him. Check out that circle, chat. Check out that circle. Drawing work related stuff, dude, that's me all the time. with Twitch. I'm like, Twitch is my podcast, so I love Twitch so much, and like I like love watching other people do stuff while I'm drawing. Like, need it, you know. I was gonna draw every stream, and then it was all characters. I was like, nah, yeah, I totally get it. Drawing all the characters is a feat. Okay, so Chugs is gonna be angled towards Blue Cat. Let me erase the bottom half of that circle. First we have the little oh dang, what did you call it, Link? The something of judgment? I loved the name and I've already forgotten. The disc of judgment, I think that's what you said. And I almost feel like the hammer should be down. Like he's, instead of winding up, it's like, and we can add these like action marks next to it. And then I guess Chugs' arm. Yeah. This is coming out. I just love Angie Chugs, so it's probably gonna be Angie. He's also huge right now, so I will have to shrink him down. Yeah, Disc of Judgment. Okay, cool. Oh, wait. Well, I guess... Let me just draw Chugs first, but... I did want him to have the wig. I did want him to have, like, a suit on, too. But now that's not working so well. Okay, but this time Klon has to help me with the camera setup. I mean, of course. Of course. Watch out, Angie Chugs. He's a menace. Yeah, he is a menace. And he needs one of those silly wigs. So I had it pretty good in the sketch, actually, but I always like to draw the character, so I have this like underline, like when I erase it, I can like kind of see it underneath. But they're just gonna be curls, right? That's all they are. Yeah, just curls. But he needs to have like a part in the hair. Does that translate? Does that translate? Because like I could also do the bangs and then have it more like there's the ones that are very like, I don't know, very flat looking. Okay. Oh yeah, and then we need room for the speech bubble. Not guilty. And then the seal, since I kind of drew over it, we're just gonna do that digitally. I think I have most of the layout here that I'm just gonna scan this in now. And then if there was a flag, it'll be right here. Flag, I'm debating if I actually want it or not. Just don't want to draw it, to be honest. For no reason whatsoever, I really want Chugs to have a mini Reinhardt hammer. Hammer down! Boo! That's what he's yelling instead, is hammer down. I mean, maybe he does. That's actually funny. Okay. Wait, let me draw a square or a rectangle. Now we could very simply write Judge Chugs. But I'm gonna leave this spot open. Okay, so now I need to scan it in. So let me do that. Hopefully my scanner over Wi-Fi recognizes it immediately. Otherwise I have to kind of like turn off the Wi-Fi on it and then back on. So it takes a sec. But this is where we chat. If anyone needs to take a break, get up, stretch, this is definitely the time to do it. We are transitioning into digital. And it looks like I might need to do the Wi-Fi thing I was talking about. Yeah, I will. It's okay. It only takes a sec. Back. And while we wait, I'm gonna tease, I guess. I was drawing this cute little chibi blue cat in a way. Kind of, it's basically reminiscent of Paper Mario. I drew these like little versions of them that I think are cute. And like, because in a lot of things that we do, like the height difference between Blue Cat and Chugs kind of like is an issue, like framing wise. And so I've always wanted to really get like lock in a chibi Blue Cat, which we've done. Some of the emotes have like a chibi Blue Cat, but I want to do it because I think it'd be fun to have. Like, you can break this character down and animate it really easily. It's just a bunch of like tiny parts, but I'm excited for Artie's workshop. This might be something we work on. Reminds you of the Reddit avatars? Exactly. Actually, speaking of the Reddit avatars, I'm a pretty frequent Reddit user, and every so often I'll see someone rocking the Blue Cat PFP, and I gotta say that makes me so happy. And I will also say, if you're using it and I spot you on Reddit, I creep through your profile. So I'm like, oh my god, they're using a Blue Cat PFP. I'm like, who are they? And like I click on their profile. Most of the time they're crypto people, but I love when they're not. It's me, please don't out me. No, I won't out anyone. I use it too. But I'm not a frequent commenter on Reddit. But I love seeing it. I really do. I have not seen a TV head in the wild because there's fewer of them. And I don't know if I've quite seen a Shadow Wolf either, but I've definitely seen Blue Cat. It stands out. Full-time lurker, yeah. Full-time lurker, occasional poster. That's how I am on Twitch too. Yeah, no comments ever. I mean, oh, you are. I thought you were talking about me. I'm like, no, I definitely have. Especially like years ago, like 10 years ago, I used to comment a lot. You don't even upvote? I don't either. I don't like social media. I'm such a lurker on social media. I just like interacting is something I just like doesn't come naturally for me. I just like scroll. I just stopped on Reddit. They kept giving me too much karma. Oh, they kept giving me too much karma. That's funny. Okay, so we are scanned in now. I have a decent karma. Some things I've posted have done well. I think the highest I made it was 10k upvotes, which I was very proud of that. Okay, so that's over there. We need to make sure my Dropbox holds it over here. It did. There's the drawing again. Now I gotta move stuff around. Mine is okay, but I've nowhere near that. It's like, I'm just not a poster on Reddit. I used to be. It's just not my thing anymore. Okay, so now let's push this over. Gotta angle the camera back here. The mic needs to come way over here. Turn off that light. Oh, maybe I need that light. It's a little dark over here. Still getting better at the transition. Now I can just do this, and now we're in Photoshop mode. And then I can take my phone off too. Cool. Okay. Push that all the way over there, like here. Okay, and now we can drag this in. I think that's right. Okay, good. I never know. Okay, so this kind of goes to what you were talking about earlier, Tymo. Let me put the camera more over here. I think I try to get Marshall. Like, that's how I know. Marshall right behind me. It's also super bright. Yeah. This is all stuff I need to figure out. It's tough because, like, it's an overcast day in LA, and so I, like, fine-tuned it to that. But yeah, anyways. Gotta make dinner. Thank you so much for stopping by the stream, JL. Excited to see you on Artie's workshop. We should be a little bit different than last week. I'll probably be more talking. Yeah, and I'm excited to finish this drawing too. Hopefully I finish it today, because this is a big drawing, and I hope I don't, like, overwhelm myself. Okay, so then we're gonna scale this up as much as possible. Okay, drag. Alright, so let's, okay. So what I typically do is get the levels out. And with levels, you pick what you want to be black, and then you pick what you want to be white. Sometimes I'll pick that. Yeah. And you can drag these sliders in, and it's like you can see it's getting rid of more black, or you're gonna add more black. And so I try to find like a happy medium. But I do this because it really just simplifies the line work. And then I take the magic eraser tool. What's small? Oh, weird. I've seen that before. And you take the magic eraser tool, which for some reason doesn't want to pull up. Let's rasterize that. Okay. There we go. And with the magic eraser tool, you pick what you want to stay, what you want to get erased and what you don't want to get erased. So I want all the white gone. Okay. And the reason I like doing this is because it's easy to do things like cropping out Artie very easily. I'll take out Artie real quick. Oh wait, take my ring off. This Artie was a good concept. I just don't think the execution was done well. Okay, and we're gonna crop him out. Where's my mouse? There we go. gonna take this already. Drag him over. It's like right there. Perfect. And then we can, I hope I don't regret this, but I'm just gonna erase these lines. Usually I add like a mask so I'm not destructive. But yeah. Been working hard and missed most of the stream. Looks interesting for sure. Oh, I mean, oh wait, let me center this. There we go. I had to get better at that. You missed a little bit of the sketching process, but we're here now. We're at the line work process of the digital side, and so let me hide Artie, because I was thinking this is gonna take a little bit of execution here, or being like a surgeon. Wait. I need to take half of this. I'm gonna take that. And we're gonna take all of Blue Cat here, and then we're gonna take that. Okay. I think that's what all I need. We're essentially gonna bring this in. Wait, I didn't count how many times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, let's do, actually, I think that was 7 now. Alright, then we're gonna do the same thing with Joe. And we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Down a little bit. Okay. So now I've kind of like cropped it in a little bit, and I think it might help if I add a square. Because I want this to fit into a square. Guide. Then, cool. Make sure that stays over there. And then we'll get Artie back. See, it kind of like frames nicer now that I've brought them in. Yeah, this is looking a lot better. I like to see it. I can see it here, but I like to see it on my like other monitor. And then let me add white back to the background. There we go. Perfect. I think this is great. We can just start tracing this. Just kind of looking at all the details. I think Joe could get a little bit bigger. Excuse me. Oops. Trying to not get the desk here. Okay. And then we're gonna make her just a tiny bit bigger. And actually thinner, because her head's a little wide. Maybe it wasn't. Hey, Jarvis, what's up? How you doing? I hope you're still drawing. I think about it a lot. I meant to text you. Let me make Blue Cat bigger. Oh, wait, I screwed that up. Great seeing you in chat, dude. Genuinely. Let's make Blue Cat a little bit bigger. Oh yeah, I need to make Chug smaller. I remember saying that. Cause like Chugs will be cuter tiny, you know, his tiny authority. And I think he needed to be thinner. Make him small, exactly. See, I think this right here is why you can do all of this in Procreate, but this right here is why I like Photoshop. I just like being able to like Frankenstein my drawings. Yeah, there we go. Now Chugs is more. That's what I mean. I think we can like flip between. Yeah, that's how big he was. And that's how small he is now. Small Chugs. His hair is gonna be the hardest part. I'm not looking forward to that. But he's adorable. Yeah, respect my authority. And that's exactly what I had in mind. Just Cartman. Coffee. First time chatter with the spam. How do I really don't know how to deal with that on stream. Anyways, it doesn't matter. It'll go away. I say do less full curls and make little bumps. I think you're right. Yeah. Okay. So now we take everything and we lowered the opacity. I also really want to get Joe's glasses, right? Got him. Thank you. Thank you, Tymo. I'm just like... I love thinking about spam. And I'm like, at least make the spam look a little bit nicer. Like, your formatting is all bad. Like, it just looks bad. Like, come on now. Seems like a good deal, though. Yeah, I know, right? Okay, now we're ready to start tracing. I think I use... Wait, is that really 20? I thought I used... All right, well, first I'm gonna make this drawing as big as possible. Oh, dang. Honestly, let me see something here. It's like before I go in with drawing this, I like to make sure I have the dimensions as best as possible. Okay, I take it back. Here's what we're gonna do. Now that I remembered, I'm gonna make it a little bit tighter, everything. Oh my god, it's the hot dog prince himself! You made it! Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Alright, we're gonna take Blue Cat, bring him in a little bit. Okay. Sorry, get over here. And I think I'm gonna do the same with Joe. Joe is a little bit on the edge already. So the transcript is like, we'll have to figure that out. That we can do later, but I'm gonna bring her in as well. That way they're all pretty close to each other. Let's freaking go! Yeah! I love seeing all the X comments. There's like, I mentioned this in the past stream. It's like really difficult to get everyone on screen with the restream. So right now it's just Twitch, but I love seeing everyone. I feel like it's so accessible through X that like that's why it's awesome. Okay, so we're gonna bring that down. I might even crop Artie a little bit, or opposite. I was gonna crop the top a little bit. See, like that feels like it frames better. And so to really visualize this, we can make a mask and just like crop out all the other bits. And so that's what it looks like. Your first time using this, funny enough, I mean, I don't even know what it looks like on your end. I like only, and I kind of know YouTube a little bit, but I pretty much only know Twitch. Let's see, like a little bit thicker of a line. Okay, so you can kind of see that coming together. And now I want to make this as big as possible. Oh, only Am I selected? Yeah. Okay. Probably don't know what I'm doing right now, and that's okay. There we go. Now I can take this and go like that. And so anyone popping into the stream a little late, just kind of while I'm doing this, these streams are called Luck of the Draw, and it's where we roll a 20-sided dice and lost my train of thought. Sorry. We roll a 20-sided dice, and the 20-sided dice reflects to a character sheet, which I know you can barely see, of all the characters together. So we roll the dice, see what characters we need to draw, and then to make it a little bit more interesting, we use the Webster word of the day, just to kind of like just add a twist to it. And today's is exculpate, which is to exculpate someone is to prove that they are not guilty of doing something wrong. And so we wanted to take this into a courtroom setting, and we don't really know what the crime was, but Artie was trying to accuse Blue Cat of something, but he's not guilty by Judge Chugs. So, and so we rolled a 20 today, which is like, you know, big hype moment, a nat 20, and which is to draw the 4 characters together. And I feel like it's only right to draw it as like a whole scene, versus last week, which was just Blue Cat and Chugs, which was a great first stream, and we drew more of like a sticker, kind of like a standalone image. So yeah, I can show. I don't know if I forget if I reversed my camera on here or not, but like that's the character sheet, you know, and it's each character kind of like together. I know it's itty bitty on the screen. I guess I could technically full cam. Yeah. And I don't know if I'm reversed or not. I think I am. But yeah, it's fun. I will make a better, I keep saying it, I will make a digital version of this. It's reversed and mirrored, yeah. You get the concept though. So just for anyone who's kind of stopping in and this is their first time seeing it, it's just a fun, yeah, it's a fun idea. And it just makes it interesting, because I think a lot of artists relate that like the hardest part with drawing is getting started with a blank page. And so when some of that, you give yourself limitations and rules, it just makes it a little bit easier to get a drawing going. And then of course I'm spoiled because I have a chat who's also full of great ideas, and I get to like bounce off ideas and like probably think of things I wouldn't have done before. Now I'm like, should I bring them down? Nah, it's good. I think this looks good here, and we'll just trace it now. Cool cats read that way anyways. Yeah, yeah. And so I am reversed, which means this is my left hand, but on stream, yeah, it looks like my right hand, doesn't it? Just for some reason, I'm just gonna do this live on stream. I can always do, I could, nah, never mind. I was gonna reverse my camera, but that's not why we're here. So let's start tracing. And the reason I might close my window is because it's really hard to see my drawing tablet. So actually I will go ahead and do that. One sec. Okay, it's a little bit darker in here, but I could not see my screen. That was really hard. I was like straining my eyes to look at it. Cool, so we got our drawing here, and let's get going. Oh, I don't know where I want to start. That's the problem. I think Artie's gonna be kind of difficult, so let's start with Artie. Get my my mic over here. There we go. Okay, and then, oh right, I was using the 20 brush, but that's like too thick. I want to try using a thinner line. I guess 10 is what I want. Let me make that an official brush on my side. So, Cool Cats, smooth brush. I started using a smoother brush. 10 pixel. Okay. And is that perfect black? No. It is. Okay. Also started using perfect black because I realized over time my illustrations would occasionally be on top of a black background, and like it looked weird when the blacks were like just like slightly off. So made the change. Okay, I might need to let's see. I don't know where to begin on him. Let's see. He might need a second sketch. It look. I'm not gonna read that comment out loud, but that's hilarious because now, yeah, okay. We will fix that. We will fix that. Okay, that's hilarious, actually. You know what? Because I can't unsee that, we're just gonna. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do some Frankensteining. So, it's so funny, dude. There you go. All right. No, I think you're right. Like, again, I'm not gonna read that on stream, but that was hilarious. Let me just get rid of that. It's honestly like the sweat stain doesn't help. Okay. All right, there we go. That's a little bit better, right? Yeah, we are officially a Twitch art stream now. I had to do it, you know? I can only imagine. Yeah, Sheepy, if you want to know, you have to go to the X comments. See, that's why I leave the X comments out. I'm glad you said something, dude. That's hilarious. Okay, I am now gonna fully re-sketch Artie. That was good. Okay. Oh, that's. Let's put that up here. I'm gonna name it sketch. Okay. I feel so bad. Honestly, it was hilarious. Thank you. Like that gave me a good laugh. I like read your comment and my eyes went right to the end of what you said, and I was like, huh? Oh. I see it now. That's so funny, dude. Alright, so we're gonna Operation Fix Artie. Hey, thank you, Tony. I appreciate that. Okay, a little bit better there. You know, his eye wouldn't be there. It's like kind of that's the. All right, so instead of his arms going up, we're gonna draw him somewhere else. Actually, where is that center point line? I think. Maybe, yeah, actually, that's a good idea. Man, where were you last time? I needed all these good, okay, so if he's, you know, sorry, I need to read the comments out loud. What if his hands were like this? Like, that's what I'm imagining. Like, he's like begging. Which means I'm gonna kind of erase his collar here, because I think that's where his hands are gonna go. Let's see. If he's like this, I have to like kind of act it out. Okay. There's thumb would go right there. And oh, so you're seeing more of this hand than the other hand. Need to earn some karma back. Yeah, this makes up for the other one. No, I mean, there's multiple ways of looking at that comment. I think he low-key saved us here. I mean, probably would have looked fine in the end, but I think we're getting somewhere else here, and that's what this is all about. Wait, I think I have a better idea of how I want to draw that now. Because he needs, like... Okay, so those arms, I actually kind of like where this is going, but the only issue with it is that they're a little small. I'm gonna take that, I'm just gonna, wrong mouse, scale that up a bit. Yeah, that looks good. And sometimes I like to flip between the two. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, and then you'll still see his tie underneath. Okay. Or like, should he have the... It's kind of hard to tell with that under sketch. Let's hide it real quick. It's looking good. I like where that's going. Cool. And actually, same thing. I think his legs actually needed to be bigger. So let's take them. That. Okay. Roughly there. Oh, wrong way. Okay. That's a better version of Artie. And then okay, it's like that. And now it's actually Trayson. Looks awesome. You redid it so quick. I mean, like, luckily, like, he was mostly there as a sketch, and then yeah, it was easy to change. Sheepberry saying you think that the teardrop is better. Oh, I have a stray line. Oh, there's the straight line. Let's delete that. Okay. All right, now let's actually get the brush out. Now the streams are growing on you. Let's go. I always wanted to be a streamer. Actually, I'm going to leave that line out because his hands might get in the way. I'm like, do we feel bad for Artie? What if Artie was right? What if Blue Cat was actually guilty? I'm sure Artie meant well. He's just probably being cold and logical. What if Artie is crying with relief that his friend isn't going to jail? True. Hey, that's a twist. Guilty of being cool. Yeah, he's too cool, Your Honor. No one's allowed to be that cool. Blue Cat's cloning himself. There's too many of him. That bump is supposed to be his thumb, sort of. I don't know if that translates well. Let me try to just... That looks better. Yeah. Tried to add the bump. Is there a crease in here? Nah. Okay. So we got one hand, and I'm actually pretty happy about it. Cat hair on me. I need to get a cat cam too. There's a cat right there. Actually, let me... Yeah, curved looks better. It's crazy how big of a difference, like, one line can make. Like, curved versus just that, like, straight line that I did. Like that. It's crazy. I should have left it. I knew it. Deep down in my head, I was like, oh, that line was perfect. Maybe I shouldn't erase it to make a point. Yeah, it's quite difficult. Yeah, actually, it's difficult to get hands like that. AI definitely couldn't do it. And, like, I think that's a good, like, it's like, if AI can't do it, then it's probably difficult. Is a good rule of thumb. Yeah, I've just, like, I mean, like many artists, I love to just avoid drawing hands. But it's one of those things that, like, this is another reason I want to just stream, because I feel like it forces me to learn things on the spot. Because if I was doing this off stream, I could be so frustrated about this hand to be like, I'll come back to it. And then I don't come back to it. A little line there. Cool, that looks good. That arm looks good. Rule of thumb, pun intended. I'm leaving out the thumbs. Yeah, I guess both thumbs are facing inward, so we're not going to see any thumbs, but, like, what I'm trying to get right is when he's holding this hand, you have, like, this right here. Which means there should be, like, a... And, like, really, I could just hide the whole hand. It's really tough. I'm gonna come back to that. And just draw this. Just draw where I need the arm to be. So... difficult, but I kind of need to finish that. Can't really move forward. Now we'll just complete it. Really, the line would be right there, and there as well. Oh, right. I forgot. Kind of draw like that. Okay, and then... oh, wait. I swear that inside arm is always the harder one. The viewer count on X keeps going up. Yeah, we're speculating that X just really wants people to stream on their platform. And they're like, oh, you're streaming? We're gonna push this in front of everyone. Yeah, and same thing with... we're trying to set up TikTok to be a part of Restream, because I can stream to 5 different channels, which is really cool. But man, TikTok is just giving us trouble with, like, linking it together. Well, it's a bit annoying, but we'll figure it out. Either way, I kind of want to get my, like, since this is only the 3rd stream back, I, like, really want to get in my flow first. Before I go a little bit heavier with promoting it. And I like this, to be honest, I like having this, like, chat with people while I can. Okay, put that there. I think I did not give enough room. Yeah. cut out. That cuff. Like, maybe I'll just leave it like that. The only thing I might need to do is add like there we go. All right, such a minor detail. I'm gonna move on from that. Yeah, for sure. I'll write on desktop, but a new feature, and it's a little weird to get the broadcast as well. Yeah. It's a bit jank on mobile. Yeah. Still don't quite know what it looks like, but because like on mobile, can you like still turn it horizontal? Finish drawing. Cool. It's like Artie and Chugs in this drawing are I know were the two challenges, so it feels good to basically be on the other side with Artie, because specifically the difficult part with him was his arms. Let's see. Cool. Yeah, it goes both ways. But to send a message, I need to tap rather than pressing, and then there's a character limit. Oh, that's annoying. The comments keep fading away, and I have to swipe up to see as well. Oh, interesting. Yeah. I mean, I love that I'm able to stream on X, just because that's obviously where like, our biggest following is. And it just makes more sense, you know? I'm just a Twitch stan. I love Twitch. I think it's because of the emotes. I like being able to have custom emotes, and then you can have the like the third-party emotes that you can attach to your profile, which is fun. But that kind of gets into the weeds of Twitch. Okay. Do you get unique emotes on YouTube? I forget. Knee looks weird. That's a little better. You feel like Twitch's UI is the best? Yeah. I mean, it's like they were streaming first. So like everything like their platform. It's like all they were thinking about is this is a streaming platform. So like, you know, they definitely have optimized it as best as possible. Whereas X, I'm guessing, is like testing the waters. Like, do we want to be a streaming platform? I mean, everything is TikTok now, you know? Even Reddit is TikTok. Realizing that really his, like... Let me see if that looks good. I'm realizing the perspective I had was a little bit off. And that his butt should be sitting on his legs. Ooh, he's got a cake. That's for sure. Sort of like that. And then, let's see. Yeah, that looks better, I think. I'm just gonna leave it like that. Let's see, I need to zoom out too. Yeah, it's like, it's one of those things that you just have to remember to zoom out and you realize the detail isn't that, like, that big of a deal. And this is a drawing, you know, a stream I'm trying to do quickly. We're already at 2 hours, which is crazy. This is usually when I end, but we got a lot more to do. We've only done Artie. But X is convenient. That's like, that's exactly it with, honestly, X and YouTube. Like, I know a lot of people are using those two because it's more of a convenience thing. Which I had to remind myself. It's like I'm so used to Twitch because I'm just on it all day as like a podcast on the side screen. You don't want to be a TikTok killer, but I refuse to download TikTok. Yeah, so this one will be a fun one to color, Sheepy. Where's my mouse? There we go. All right, well, we got Artie. Oh, he needs to be crying. Alright. So we got Artie. Now we need to draw everyone else. Alright, Blue Cat should be easy, because he's Blue Cat. I'm really not gonna stray. From what I have drawn here. Just for the sake of also getting this done. It's like one of those things I had to remind myself. It's like, all right, I'm on stream. I shouldn't be going into like sort of the level of like hyper obsessive care, you know? And his, yeah, if he's doing this, his thumbs are on the back. Like, I always have to kind of like act out what I'm drawing. So I'm like with the hands. I'm like, okay, so it's like that. He's got his like finger out. Yeah, he's good. He's good. Let's go with that. I'll see you later, Sam. Thank you so much for joining the stream. I always appreciate it. Hope you have a good rest of the day. Who knows? If you come back, I might still be here. This drawing probably will take a sec. It's a nat 20 kind of day. Cool. That looks good. Got T-Belt. T-Belt the second. Oh my god. My tongue right now. You got T-Bell to celebrate the nat 20. Let's go. Honestly, you're tempting me now, but I have stuff to make a sandwich and I need to do that. That's for myself. Maybe some Baldur's Gate 3 tonight and we'll get some nat 20s. Let's go. New Baldur's Gate run? Yeah, we started a new Baldur's Gate run a week or two ago. Just sort of been playing late night, a few hours. This time, this is like my third full playthrough. And this time we're trying to be evil, which is really, like, honestly harder to do than you think. Because, like, it's tough. I was gonna say some stuff, but I don't want people to pull it out of context. But you just have to, like, kill a lot of things, really. Oh, right. No, I guess I can say that. We have a clause that's like, you can't kill kids, for obvious reasons. But it's like, it's so tough, because you have these people who are, like, you know, looking for help. Like, their town is being destroyed, and you're just there being like, uh-huh. And we're about to destroy it even more. And the reason we're doing an evil run is because they added a new patch that like added a lot more like evil options. But we're trying to experiment with that because we've just never done it before. A dirge patch, exactly. Been addicted to Minecraft, dude. I think it's that season, because I know a lot of people who are playing Minecraft right now. And man, oh man, do I love some Minecraft. My only issue is I have a hard time sticking to Minecraft like many people. And the only way, like, I really enjoy playing Minecraft at this point, because I've played it too much, is by doing a hardcore run. I need that permadeath over looming. Or else it just doesn't... Dang, dude, I am messing up his ears here. I swear, this part of Blue Cat I have drawn probably the most. Because I just, like, there's a certain way I like to draw his ears. And then I just cope at the end of the day. I'm just like, you know what? No one else really cares. Oh, dang. There we go. Be like, bend that around. Like, I just want them to be uniform, you know? I think that's, like, what I care about the most. Okay, that I can live with. Literally building out engineering right now because I want to make an Iron Man suit. Let's go. I can give it a good 2 weeks. Yeah, it's always the 2 weeks of Minecraft if I'm playing with a good group. Yeah, it's like the problem is the group needs to like get on at the same time every time. I feel like for it to last longer, because if someone just blasts ahead, it's like it just kind of ruins the fun. So I also have to play with mods now. There's an awesome mod that adds like a bunch of dungeons to do, and that I like because you can get to end game content with having full netherite, full enchantments, and then like the challenges are still tough even with all of that. And so I need to try playing on PC. Oh, I'm kind of I'm at the point with Minecraft where I can only play it on PC. Tymo said I think exactly why I ruined vanilla MC for him. It's just like step one, I need the shaders. If I don't have the shaders, I'm not playing. I just like the shaders make I'm more of an explorer type. I feel like every Minecraft player is like either an explorer, a builder, a battler. That's probably it. Like those categories. And I love just exploring and finding cool terrains. And so I'm that guy that walks for like thousands of blocks. Just like looking for a cool mountain with like my typical is like right next to a river, and then I build on the river because I also love fishing. I stopped doing the villager exploit to get all the enchantments. I feel like it is fun to do and it's good. Maybe I'll do it for just mending. Just have one villager that has mending. But it fast tracks winning the game, and that's why I don't like it. And so now I shouldn't say only. I fish to get my enchantments because it's like a nice comforting thing. Or I just do like the actual way to get enchantments, which is the enchantment table. Honestly, I don't know if Link is here, but Link is one of the best builders I've played with. Like, Link is a builder. That's what I think. I think there was one world we played together where we all got on. And like I don't think Link did any battling, but then we came back from like a whole like cave run that took like multiple in-game days. And we come out and Link has just built like Diagon Alley. Like a marketplace. It looked so cool. It's like, hey, yeah, I just did this real quick. It's like, oh my gosh. I get so distracted when I build. You can win the game, but I just saw my kid building stuff and playing custom games. Yeah, like I'm always hesitant to like beat the game, to beat the dragon. Because that's immediately when the drop off happens of people leaving. They get all their stuff and then they're out. And then it's like a race to find the elytra. And if you don't know what the elytra is, it's like wings that you can wear and you can fly around the map, and it makes the experience so much better. But I want the elytra, but then like I stop playing because it's too easy to get around, you know? He plays Roblox now. Roblox is not one I've touched. I've seen people play Roblox. I think what Roblox does well is custom games, you know? It's like allowing users to make their own experiences, because then you just have this whole library of games. You never made it to the dragon? Oh man. Now you gotta play Minecraft. You gotta make it to the dragon. Like the first time you face the dragon is really hype, especially if you're with people. I mean, even if you're alone, it's fun because like you gotta get the potions, you gotta get the enchantments. I mean, you could try to do it without it, but it's definitely more difficult. Okay, we're done with Blue Cat. Joe. Okay, Joe's gonna be a little hard too. I'm just gonna draw full glasses, kind of like how Joe was in the runway episode. Where she had like the fancy glasses. I just wanted the like low hanging ones. I feel like that makes more sense. Maybe I'll try to do it here. There's some Roblox games that are legitimately more entertaining than the actual. I don't even know what the actual version of Roblox is. I like just know, I just know the custom games that I've seen like streamers play or like YouTube videos of it. When there's no right, I'm right there with you with the old Minecraft. I played back when water was blocks. You had like a block of water and you had to put blocks together of water, and then the leaves on the trees didn't fall off, and that was annoying. I've always said, like, people ask the question, if you had one video game to play for the rest of your life, what would it be? And it's like, for me, it's no competition. It's Minecraft. It's just such an endless game. And so much fun. And like, the longer you play, the bigger builds you get. Like, actually make cities and stuff. But I've never like, it's like I kind of, at the same time, I guess I do kind of wish I had the Minecraft that we have now back when I started playing, because then I would have those worlds. Ooh, that looks a little wonky. I'm gonna stop it right there and go like that. Nope, that didn't work either. We gotta go all the way back up. Just trying to mimic. I'm definitely not drawing the flag. I mentioned that earlier. I was like, maybe I'll draw the flag, but I know the flag would take me forever. Come on, just connect. There we go. Any games you're excited about playing? Oblivion ? Oh man, I actually haven't played in a bit. I have been playing Oblivion, don't get me wrong, but like the last few days I have not been playing because I kind of had other stuff to draw. But boy, oh boy, was that Oblivion shadow drop, like, for me, insane. Like, Oblivion was the first, like, open world RPG like that. Definitely the first Elder Scrolls game I ever played, but, like, man, I no-lifed that game when it came out. And so the remaster is just so cool because it's like reliving all of these fun memories of when I was younger. And it's like it's like such a beautiful remaster because the game itself, like the brain of it, is exactly the same. It just looks a lot better, and then the leveling system is better too. For anyone who's played the original Oblivion, that was like the biggest issue with it, was the leveling. Garly, you're late. I mean, you still made it, you know? I'll, just in case there's any new people, today's word was exculpate, which is to prove someone's not guilty, essentially. and we rolled a nat 20 today, and a nat 20 means we're drawing the 4 characters together, so that's fun. It was the first time we rolled the nat 20, and it's been fun to like. I knew it was gonna be a longer stream the second I rolled that 20. I was like, oh, we're gonna be here a while. So, but it's been fun. I've been having a lot of fun. And thank you everyone in chat. Oh, Daryl, sorry. My bad. That's one thing you guys will have to get used to with me on stream is I am the worst at pronouncing names. So if I do, please correct me. I will have no, I won't feel bad or it don't feel like I'll be mad or anything. I love being corrected. Making your own spells, can't find out. Oh yeah, that you can't. Yeah, but potions. I was so disappointed in Skyrim. I rushed through the Winterhold College. Oh, you were talking about Skyrim. Yeah, I was like, wait a minute. Yeah, I just like Skyrim's awesome. Don't get me wrong. But I love Oblivion so much more. Does that look right? Nah, whatever. Okay. Joe's necklace kind of gets in the way. But we gotta draw it. And her head kind of starts. Sorry, had to focus up there. Just started playing the Dark Brotherhood questline after beating the arena. Arena first every time. Arena first. It's like the best part. And you just like automatically get good stuff. Teleported you back watching? Yeah. Oh, you're playing Oblivion for the first time? Let's go. That's what, dude. It's just like it's such a good game, but it was being held back by its time when it came out, you know? So I love that people are playing it. And I mean, it's like almost identical to exactly how it was back in the day. It just looks better. And I'm like hoping other companies learn from that whenever doing a remake. I just feel like, but then I'm forgetting the company that actually like did the remaster. Virtuous, I think. Because like, oh my god, if they did anything like changing the game, the fan base would have been up in arms about it. Like, all right, I'm gonna still attempt. No, I'm gonna draw glasses. I'm gonna just draw. Full-on glasses for Joe. Whew. Ovals, man. Oh, wait, I gotta kind of redo that. Cool. That's a little bit better. A little bit edge right there. Okay. Oh, dude, I've been playing a Brenton caster. I'm doing a battle mage. I'm primarily heavy armor, sword and shield, but like I went full on restoration first. because I just love it. I love being like super tanky, but can heal myself up. I guess I like sustain more than anything, just to like keep sustaining damage. Okay. So Joe is definitely bored to be here, you know. Okay, close. That's very close to where I want the eyes. If I was to stick with the like cross-eyed look, gonna be like right there. Actually, that does look good. Okay. I might add like a thickness around the glasses to make them look a little bit more like a frame. Cool. I was thinking she could have the kind of glasses that wait, how do they look again? They go forward first. Okay, I didn't need to erase her whole head there, but whole back side of her head. We'll just connect that back. Yeah, perfect. Okay, that looks great. I'm just kind of reflected on this side. Yeah, she's got the, yeah, so she can just take them off and they hang. I just really want her to like look the role. Yeah, I love that they left all the silly voice lines. Yeah, 100%. Well met. Yeah, I like the full glasses too. I think this was the better direction. I wanted the half glasses to work, but I just think with how Joe's eyes work, it just does not look good. Okay, so typically, I did the little like bump in her hair. I don't know if I like that. I was gonna say, typically I do Joe's earrings just like as if it's like a double earring, and I might keep it that way, but I was like, since everyone is kind of dressed up a little bit, I could see her having like nah, it doesn't translate well. Yeah, like a pearl earring. Okay. Joe, done. On to chugs. I've been hesitating to do chugs, but hopefully this is easy. Yeah, Joe looks great. Blue Cat looks great. Artie begging for his life, begging that Blue Cat can be guilty. Or I kind of like the twist that Link gave where maybe he's just really happy that Blue Cat is not guilty. What is he guilty of? Not sure. But I like how that looks. It's really coming together. I think Joe now could come in a little bit. Yeah. Boom. Alright, chugs. This dang. Okay. I think with chugs I need just a tiny bit of sketch here. That's the it's funny giving chugs like a center line, or like, you know, when you draw a person's head, you do like the circle, the lines to represent like the volume. I'm like, and then because if I drew chugs, like that's where his head will be. Okay. Okay. Because I think Jeej was right. The curls should be more like just bumps. Oh, but it needs to like fan. Yeah, wait. It needs to kind of like go. Like out. It's almost like a triangle. Judge Chug. I think that'll work better. This dang wig. And the reason I think the wig will work, even though it looks a little silly, is because it has context. Like, you see the courtroom, and you're like, oh, okay, that's a Judge Chug. Yeah. It's low-key, like, looking like a brain on top of his head. Alright, let's finish the rest of him right now. Judge Chugs puts the vitamin D in verdict. I love that. Okay. Yeah, I think it works, you know? But then, the hammers, the gavel is gonna be kind of like, I feel like I'm gonna have to switch up how I drew. Actually, here's how I can do it. Because I don't mind what I have here. Let's just like move it over. Yeah. It's like you kind of have to see the handle, you know? Oh. Yeah, that immediately looks better. Big brain chugs. Yeah, doesn't it look like a brain? There's a chance I still try to correct it. I don't know if those middle lines really worked. And there's a chance I make this gavel like a squeaky kind of hammer. So I'll color it all vibrant. Okay, the top half of that looks great. I don't like the bottom half. Yeah, yeah. Squeaky hammer. And then the Disc of Judgment. Order, order. I imagine Chugs has a southern accent here. In his own Chug ways. Nope, the hand slid. Angie Chugs. Nice. Okay, that looks good. And he wouldn't be Chugs without his spots. Dude, I literally have drawn Chugs hundreds of times, and I always forget if the bean on this side of him is facing the way I drew it, which is correct, or like flipped. Very impressed with the circles. Dude, it's all about the circles, man. I'm so obsessed with drawing perfect circles. I actually wanted to do this. Wait, I'm streaming. Am I streaming my screen? Alright, I'm about to take like a little bit of a detour because you brought that up. It was something I wanted to try out. Real quick. Since this is yeah, okay, this is it. Here we go. If you've ever seen this. Oh yeah, yeah, it's the circle challenge. Yeah. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Clutch up. My hands are a little sweaty. It's getting hot in this room. Okay. Alright, here we go. Oh, wait. How do I go? Oh, I had to... Dang it. Wait, draw a circle around this? Like, how big? Okay. Too close to the dot. Okay. Figured, I was gonna say. Not good. No. Nope. Okay. Don't even care. I'm not gonna stress about it, and here we go. Dang it.
I want above a 95. But I bring this out on stream because it's a great way to like warm up. You're just like drawing circles. It's like, I wish there was a square one. I don't understand. How did the square get? I'm trying to like go fast. I think it's all about connecting it too. All right, here we go. Now a slow one. Ah, too slow, but I draw slow. Yeah, see? It's like I need to draw a little bit slow. Yeah, how's the square actually okay? I don't know. Oh, and you're trying to draw it around the dot too. Yeah, see if I go slower. No. Let me start from the top. All right, I'll get back to drawing real quick. No. Nope. That was a terrible one. Dang. All right. I'm going to take the... Oh, man. Dang it. I think my highest was a 98. I was really proud of it. But that was fun. But I love doing it because it's like a great way to test out. I wish I could test it with pencil and paper. I definitely feel way more confident. You gotta draw. Oh, you gotta draw a circle. Oh, I wasn't drawing a circle. Okay. The hell, you got a 97.4. Let's go. But it doesn't look good. That's how it goes, man. As much as I love those things, they're kind of it's like how, I don't know. I wish you could draw a little bit slower. Actually, let me I mean, that looks kind of good. Maybe it's just like... I just don't know if this wig is working, you know? I'm like really thinking about it. It just looks weird, you know? Am I the only one? Okay, let's we're just gonna like mess around with it real quick. Like roll, yeah, it needs curls on the side. I was trying to do the whole like this. So let's do. Okay, I think that shape, miniature wig on the very top, Chuck said, maybe a huge wig, oh, like much bigger than Chuck's. Well, I'm glad I separated this. I think that's a better shape for sure. Okay, let's like make it. Yeah, that might work actually. I think you're right. You're onto something here. Yeah. Okay, that looks a little bit cuter, I think.
so we can test it. But inside a Hostess Swiss roll, yeah, like a little like curls. Kind of looks too good, if that makes sense. Like real hair. Perfect. No, I know what you mean. Yeah, it kind of has to look like a wig. I think like, actually I kind of want to get rid of this like center line now that I'm looking at some of the references. Where it's just sort of like put on. The only thing about the mini wig is Chugs is just a weird shape. And like putting hair on him is really difficult. I remember when we had to do it for the Chug sick day episode, the whole like, let's see, the wig that he, or like the long hair that he has. No, I think I'm going backwards now. Like this. I'm like also looking at references on the side. The problem is they all look, the references suck too. Maybe I make them more like Judge Judy. There's like a Judge Judy one that popped up. Let me try that real quick. Actually, I will keep this here because it gives me a good outline. Which means Chugs also needs glasses. Yeah, they look so silly, the Judge wigs. But I was trying to go for that classic look, so now if I was to do a Judge Judy, it's like a tight like ponytail or whatever. Essentially, that would be it. Chugs Judy. Yeah, exactly. Kind of like this, actually. I'm not gonna lie. It might be super silly, but let's see. And then I can add like the. Honestly, I drew this pretty well first go. I might actually just keep it. Let me add that back. It's the glasses. It's specifically this side I don't like. But everything else, I'm like, actually kind of worked. Right. They still wear those wigs in Britain? No way. That's awesome, actually. I love that. Ease the tension in the room with some big yellow shoes. Okay, Chugs Judy. Oh my god, come on, line up. There we go. Didn't really fix what I was going for, but I'm gonna keep going. Okay. I'm actually a big fan of that. So then let's take what I do want to keep, which is this, the eyes, the mouth, the whole other side of him. Cool. Cool. I'll take that out.
that. And then the hair might be too tall. Or too high up, maybe. Yeah, there we go. I just like this this route because it's silly. That's mainly it. Cool. And then I'll probably be like some shine in the hair. Judge Judy. Order in the court. Oh, I guess I need to get rid of anything that's still. Cool. Okay, so the last thing that we have left to do, aside from coloring and making this look even prettier, is the environment. To be erased, so I can try to draw this again. Oh my gosh, okay. Dang hand. I'm gonna delete it. There we go. There we go. Okay. So let's add, or let's make them the higher opacity. Okay, now I gotta draw the rest of it. So, which should be easier. Definitely the characters that are the hardest part. Alright, so we're going to draw some lines here. So that's one line. Two line. That's all I really need. Okay, and because this is pretty much behind everyone, we're going to draw it on the lowest layer. Cool. And then I guess I did make a mistake. That line. Cool. Just needed to make it to that, like, cross point. Perfect. Okay, and before I get further, I wanted to make sure I wrote speech bubble. I actually think it can combine. Okay. Cool. And then actually I can kind of get rid of the sketch. Come on, I gotta zoom in for this. Geez, I don't know if actually I guess I can do it. Get out of here. It's cat feeding time right now. Not guilty. Your Honor, he did nothing wrong. Alright, let's go back to drawing the background. Sorry. Cool. Okay, wait, is it the same line? Yeah. Not quite. That's okay. Cool. Okay. Going line overboard here. And I'm drawing on the wrong layer, but it's okay. Okay. Oh, really? It should be there. Cool. And then I'm gonna clear all those lines because there's a lot of them. Okay, let's draw this rectangle.
I'm gonna keep it to that. Okay. I think, because now I'm 3 hours in, I'm gonna call it here. Although, for next stream, I might color it. Mainly just because I think coloring it is gonna take a lot longer, and I'm really hungry. I'm just gonna make. Just want to make sure the line. I want to get the line work finished, and then I can probably easily just color this next stream. Is it too late to make Chug small? No, it's not. Never too late to make Chug smaller. Okay, let me just. I think Artie, he's good. I just like, so things I look for is like, I just don't like how this line is lining up with his belt. So I'm gonna push him down so his belt kind of like interrupts that. That makes sense. Or I could do the opposite and go up, which actually probably is more successful here. So let me go back, separate him from the background. Probably same thing as Chugs, make him just teeny bit smaller. Yeah. Then I will make the cleanup and do that. Wait, huh? Oh, wait, where's this? Oh, there it is. The Doom Hammer. I guess the real question I have, it's probably a weird thing to ask on stream, is like, is it engaging to watch a drawing stream for like, because in my head I feel like 2 hours is like the capping point with being like interested, because it's a long process to draw something, you know, as you see with these streams. It's like stuff, there's like a lot of debating, a lot of questions, a lot of going back, you know, like doing that kind of stuff, and I just never know if that's actually interesting or not. Oh yeah, make Chug smaller. I want to make Chug smaller, but not the hammer smaller. All right, well, I'm gonna flatten this now. I'm gonna make have everything separated, but now I'm gonna put them on the same layer. Okay, so it's never too late. Roughly. It's cool to see the process. Yeah, I mean, that really is the full process. Yeah, and people drop in and out. That's expected. I mean, I do that with Twitch streams, is like, you're never there the whole time. And I definitely welcome lurkers. You know, people who just watch and don't comment. The joke is they're the backbone of Twitch. Okay, wait. Before I need to make Chugs on a different layer. I have a feeling, because with how I draw, it's like, I like everything to be same line weight. So I'm probably going to trace Judge. I was trying to say that. I'll probably trace Chugs here.
Yeah, there's tiny chugs. Okay, and so which means I'll lower this. But yeah, to go back to what I was saying is like, you know, I know a lot of people just watch, and that's awesome. And if you're a just watcher, shout out to you. Thanks for watching. And if you're a commenter, legend. Thank you. Thank you for keeping the conversation going. But never feel obligated to. But yeah, I'm always like in the back of my head when it gets kind of like, when it like slows down, you know, when we get into the nitty gritty of drawing, I'm like, is this even interesting anymore? But you know, what keeps me going, I might still go. I'm just like a little hungry. That's the only thing. Is like I just want to finish it, you know? Like, I don't want to do this next stream. I just want to color it all and finish it. I just know coloring is going to also take a sec. Luckily, it's a little bit, you know, it's definitely faster than doing the line work. Because line work, I'm trying to be precise. You know, it truly is the skeleton of everything. And then coloring is just fun. It's like, coloring is one thing, but then it's like going back and doing all the shading. So but I definitely agree chugs should be smaller here. Millinor, Doomhammer, Reinhardt's hammer. So many options. I'm making it a squeaky hammer. It's gonna be like bright blue with yellow in the middle of it. And I want to do like, I do kind of want to write some small text. It's like squeak. From there to there. Oh my goodness. Come on. When your hand just like does not want to draw the lane. It felt so uneasy with it not being something not normal, yeah. I mean, it can't be just normal, you know? Exactly, so. Actually, maybe it's a lower bun. Okay, now look at the little bean. Cool. Okay. I think. I mean, there's like accents and stuff we need to do. Pokemon Addict? Oh my god, yes. Welcome, Pokemon Addict. I'm also a Pokemon Addict. Another way to interpret it, Blue Cat is a witness and not on trial, and Artie is on trial and cries. Being found not guilty. Endless possibilities. I know. I kind of want people to create the backstory of like what happened here. Oh, I do want to draw the seal. I mainly just want to draw the circle. Behind Chugs, which would be like right there. Once I think that's in a good spot. Okay, I'm gonna duplicate it because the seal is gonna have a border around it. That, okay, let's hide everything. I guess really if I want to do this correctly, I should draw it not getting clipped off. Oh, I zoomed in way too far. There we go. Yeah. Okay. So let's, oh, I already made a new layer. Let's just trace this. I like to trace circles to make it in this situation. Because like, I want it to look perfect, but I also want to have that kind of imperfection to it. Obviously, I can't trace this 100% accurate, but pretty dang close. I always have to angle my body to like get the right angle to draw the circle. It's literally, I swear, it's this bottom. Whenever I have to draw a circle, it's always this section of the circle. Okay, there we go. Whew. Nice, good pivot there. Let's try it this way. You can see me like curl up. That's literally how it goes. Oh, maybe that's our yeah. That's our thing this week, is create a backstory. Do you think Blue Cat is guilty? Okay, so if I had to quickly draw a seal on here, because we're thinking the seal of approval. Okay, there's our seal body. And he's gonna have like, he's just gonna have like a little hand. you can kind of see his tail come in. I'm not going to spend too much time with it. The little eyebrows make it. Oh, dang it. My hand slid. Oh, I had the perfect trajectory of this line. Oh yeah, and they have whiskers. Let's give him 3. It doesn't look just like Blue Cat. And what do seals have on their chests? Like that doesn't make sense, does it? Do they have any kind of like belly, you know? Like that. Yeah, I'm gonna keep that. And then usually with seals I have like a little coif, if you will. I'm gonna leave it like that. So that's the seal of approval. And I am gonna keep this before I crop it. Oh, that did not work. Alright, I'm gonna keep a version of that. I'm gonna name it Seal of Approval before I put this behind Chugs and start erasing it. Get rid of those. And then I guess I could make a mask too. So B. Oh, normal DX. Okay. Cool. I'm glad I did not spend time on that tail, because you can't even see it. Just a little seal behind him. I approve. Although now I'm like, dang it, I kind of wish he was smaller. Okay, we're gonna do it again. It's worth it. It's worth it. Okay. Just needed to be smaller. And I'm okay with the line weight here being off. Maybe not that. Maybe like that. Cool. I really want to... There we go. Alright, one more time. We're adding a mask to this. Oh, I guess I could always move here. Wait, before we do the mask. Because we have some weird line overlap here. So like... Yeah, that looks better. That positioning. Now we go back to the mask. And mask it out again. I want like a little bit of that seal arm showing. The second one. So that's kind of why I did what I just did. Like that. I approve. Oh wait. Huh? Hello, line wait. Oh, I see. What's going on? Ah. You can't see what just happened, but you know, I'm just gonna delete that. I don't need that brush anymore. Okay. Oh no, I accidentally clicked the undo button. Remember, folks, pick up your pen every once in a while. That way, if you have to click undo, it doesn't screw you over. Okay. Okay, there's one line that's missing. It's this one. I need a new pen tip for this. And I have some, I just need to switch it. Okay, so then we'll hide that. Okay. Now I think this is where we stop. I would like to color it, but I'm hungry. And this already took 3.5 hours. Well worth the time, though. I love this drawing. I think this was a lot of fun. And it was also fun drawing something like this on stream for the first time. And what I mean by that is just like a full picture, where I start with the sketch and then scan it in, draw it here, just kind of show that whole process. Yeah, it's nice to see the full scene. So I think what will happen is probably next stream I'll go through and color it. We have some other stuff we want to do for next stream. That's not just drawing, but I think regardless there'll be time for this. So let me save, because this is still called Untitled 1. Which means it's a laptop, so it wouldn't shut off. But luck of the draw, and today's word was excavate. I'm learning new words every day. Yeah, stress. I know. Adobe has a really good like recovery. I think that's why I've gotten like better at not saving like all the time. But here, where's my mouse? That there. Cool. Good stuff. Good stuff today. Thank you everyone who stopped by. Thank you everyone in the comment section who hung out with me today. This was a lot of fun. I think that's why I was willing to go this late. It's good to just stream for a longer time too. I'm kind of like building up my stamina for drawing. I just need to have a bigger breakfast because I didn't eat a big breakfast. I think that's why I'm so hungry. And thank you for all the lurkers out there, everyone on Twitch, on YouTube, and actually we had a lot of people from X show up. It's making me think I need to just add the full comment section and see how it goes. That way it's not just Twitch, you know? That way I don't have to read out everything everyone says. You're actually shown on screen. So I just don't know how it shows up on screen. So, I mean, we might just live test that next stream. But once again, thank you for being here. I had a lot of fun. So I'll catch you in the next stream.